This has been eating away at me and I need some advice. I, female 33, went on vacation with my friend, female 36. My friend lives about 500 kilometers away from me and is virtually on the way to our destination. So I picked her up and we went on to Lake Garda in Italy, which was also another 400 kilometers. We had agreed in advance that we would stay for 4 days at Lake Garda with the option to extend by 1 day. We had a great time, saw a lot, and did a lot of shopping. On our second to last day, I asked her if we wanted to do the extension or if she wanted to go home tomorrow. She didn't want to do the extension, but didn't want to go back until late afternoon the next day, which was fine with me. On our departure day, my mother called me early in the morning and told me that due to a storm, my apartment was underwater. Because of this, my vacation mood had dropped to 0, and I just wanted to go home. So I asked my friend if we could maybe please go home after breakfast, for the reason I just mentioned. She was not enthusiastic at all and totally uncooperative. I then proposed the compromise that we go home at 2 p.m. so she has enough time to shop. We have to check out of the hotel around 1 p.m. and leave the garage with our car at 2 p.m. She didn't like this suggestion either, but agreed. At 1:30 p.m. I told her that we had to walk slowly back towards the car and she tried to stall for time, whereupon I asserted myself by giving her the choice. She either comes with me or she has to see for herself how she gets home because I'm leaving now. Finally, she agreed and we finally left. Here already the next problem began. She did not want to go so early from the vacation home and now nevertheless extend or go only tonight late home. Then I reminded her that I need at least 5 hours more until I'm home, depending on how the traffic is, and I do not want to extend or drive later. Thereupon she was totally cranky and in a bad mood. Normally you can drive around the lake via the expressway, but this was not possible due to an accident, and so we had to drive through the villages, which is visually really nice but takes longer. My friend wanted to stop every 5 minutes to take pictures, which I didn't feel like doing. So I suggested we stop right at a restaurant on the lake for lunch, and she has the opportunity to take her pictures here. Really nice restaurant with a terrace over the lake, lots of flowers, and a total Instagram dreamland. As an answer, I got that she is not hungry and she does not want to stop here. So we drove on and I was punished with the silent treatment, which is more of a punishment for herself. Because of the two of us, she is the communicative type who always has to talk. I can also just say nothing and listen to music while I drive without making me uncomfortable. Shortly after the Italian border, she yells at me to stop because she is sick, which I dutifully do by pulling out at the next rest stop. Here she continues to yell at me that I am a bad friend because I do not cater to her needs and ignore her. She is sick because she is hungry and I would not stop, not that I had offered her 1.5 hours ago. To keep the peace, I apologized to her and invited her to dinner. That appeased her a bit and we could continue afterwards. The mood was still not the best. Finally, we arrived at her home at around 9 p.m. I helped her to bring in all her luggage and said goodbye to her and told her that I will contact her when I arrive at home and we will talk on the phone in the next few days. Due to the traffic situation, I also finally arrived home 7 hours later where I was greeted by pure chaos. I wrote to my friend that I arrived home well and will get back to her later. In the afternoon, after a detailed damage analysis, I sent her pictures of my water damage. I can renovate my entire apartment. My wooden floor and almost all my furniture are broken and need to be replaced. The walls are damp and need to dry and then be replastered. It really sucks. As an answer from her to the pictures came that I should not make such a fuss and that all this is not bad at all and still no reason to go home early from vacation, and that she must think about whether she will go on vacation with me again if I make such a drama out of everything. I'm starting to really doubt myself and wonder if I'm the problem here or if I should rethink my friendship with her. Was it really too much to ask to go home early? For general info, I am an extremely calm person. Even when I get upset, I'm not the type to yell at other people. I always try to find a compromise so that in the end, everyone is happy. However, I increasingly feel like everyone's doormat when I don't want to argue or engage in discussions that lead nowhere. I love your podcast and really appreciate your help. Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. Not the idiot. Prioritizing your needs, a literal emergency, over someone else's wants, 5 more minutes of playtime, is absolutely justified. You didn't take a friend on vacation. You babysat a 3-year-old. If it was me, I would have gotten you home myself and offered to assess damage with you or offer other help considering your home was destroyed. She does not sound like she cares about you at all, that she is in this friendship for what she can extract from you. Be done with her and find friends who actually give a poop about you. Comment 2. What the absolute frick did I just read? This person is not your friend. I would drop her completely. What nerve she has. You know damn good and well that if her place flooded, she would have insisted you leave immediately. You do not need this crap in your life. You sound lovely and I'm sorry your house got flooded and you found out what an ass your friend is. Comment 3. Not the idiot. Your friend is garbage. I was out of state for Mom's funeral and my friend called to let me know that a tornado came through and my house was hit. She, her husband, and the rest of my friend group offered to go through the house and gather the non-damaged items I had and store it at their homes until I got back. Once I got back, they spent every day that week helping me clean up the debris, helping me salvage what could be saved, helping me contact the city, and helped me look for a new place. Now, for the update, and if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. I want to give you a small update. So I'm in the middle of remodeling my apartment. I had to throw out 90% of my furniture. The only room that's not affected is my bathroom, so yay. Fortunately, my insurance will cover the damages. While the remodeling is going on, I will live with my parents. Now, to my friend. She was giving me the silent treatment for the last week, so I called her yesterday. Not once did she ask how I was doing or how the situation with my apartment went. It was like a 10-minute rant about me being a bad friend and letting her down. So that was the point for me that broke the camel's back. So I told her that I don't see a point for us to continue this friendship any longer. Since I'm the bad friend, hear my sarcasm. That's when her next rant started, and I put a stop to it by saying that not everything is about her or her selfishness in general. I just can't do it anymore. I don't feel like bending to her will anymore. It's taking a toll on my mental health, so I aim for a conclusion. So she asked me what's with our upcoming vacation. For context, I work for a big airline and get special benefits and discounts for vacation, so I had a 3-week vacation in Hawaii planned. But not specifically with her, she just assumed I would take her. After all that drama, I definitely don't take her with me anywhere, not even around the next corner. So I told her she is not going anywhere, and after our recent vacation, she said to herself that she doesn't want to go on vacation with me, so I am taking her by her own words. After that, she totally flips out and shouts to me if I go by myself. I said no, but I take a real friend with me who is not seeking advantages from me, but is also there for me in bad times and supports me, which cannot be said about her. The next round of shouting started, so I cut her off by telling her that from my side everything is said and I wish her all the best. After that, I hung up, so that friendship is officially over. Now for the final comments. Comment 1. Dang, that girl was messed up. She really thought you were going to take her to Hawaii after she called you a bad friend and ranted at you for 10 minutes. That is some delusional entitlement. Make sure to post lots of your Hawaiian vacation on social media after your remodeling. Your former friend can drool and know she could have been there had she only figured out how to act like a civilized human being. Comment 2. Good for you. No need for people like that in your life. I'm much like you when trying to avoid confrontation, but I'm glad you stuck up for yourself. Comment 3. Way to go. So glad that you saw her for the person she is. It's a shame that she couldn't appreciate the person you are, but she has no idea what a friend is. I'm proud of you. You go on vacation to Hawaii and have a great time. Let me know if you need somebody to go with. I'll volunteer. Now, for the next story. I can't stand it when people tell me what to do. I met my boyfriend Liam 5 years ago during an after-school project. We became really close friends and started dating 1 year ago because he told me that he's had feelings for me for a long time and wanted to take things to a romantic level. And I really liked him too, so we went out on a romantic date and everything went great. A few months ago, he told me that he feels really uncomfortable with me skateboarding and said that he wants me to stop because he was afraid I would get hurt. Skateboarding has been one of my hobbies that my big brother got me into since I was a little girl, and there was nothing that would deter me from doing it. It's one of those things in life that makes me happy and exhilarated. Earlier this week, I broke my leg and got a grade 3 concussion while attempting a new trick on the skateboarding ramp. I'm still in the hospital and my boyfriend has refused to come visit me. He said that he warned me and that I need to learn my lesson for not listening to him so that next time I will obey him because he's always right. My best friend and my family have all visited me, and my mother and big brother have stayed in the hospital with me most of the time. And I get it. I didn't heed his warning, but could he have at least come see me and ask how I'm doing? Shouldn't he still care? Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. The work obey is a massive red flag to me here. His lack of care and empathy is also very unpleasant. I hope you don't give up your hobby for one bad experience, although of course it's your choice if you want to. Then the original poster responded with, "No, I won't give up my hobby. Accidents and injuries happen and are all part of the experience." Comment 2. Are you prepared to never skateboard again? Once you stop skateboarding, your BF will find a new thing to stop you doing, and then another, etc. forever. He's controlling, and this is just the beginning. Comment 3. He's showing his true colors here. Listen to them. I also participate in a dangerous sport, horse jumping. Never has my husband ever told me I needed to learn a lesson when I have gotten hurt. Never has he asked me to stop doing what I love. Heck, he dropped everything and took me to get x-rays when I hurt my ankle so bad I couldn't walk, was just a bad sprain, then helped me around the house as much as possible until I could get around better. When I was in the hospital ICU for 2 weeks with a major bacterial infection about 9 years ago, unsure of the cause but potentially horse-related, he wouldn't leave my side until my mom took his place and made him go home to get some rest. Please don't give up your hobbies and passions for this immature boy who thinks he can control you. Now, for the update. I made a post about this maybe 4 days ago. My boyfriend Liam wanted me to stop skateboarding, which has been a hobby of mine since I was a little girl, and when I broke my leg and got a concussion, he refused to see me in the hospital so he could teach me a lesson and learn that I should obey him because he's always right. I'm out of the hospital now and at home with my mother and brother. I broke up with Liam over text and he replied with, "Well, your loss. I could have taught you so much, but instead you choose your stupid skating over me." And he went on. Then he blocked me on everything from social media to his number as if I was the villain. LOL. But at least this means that he probably won't be bothering me anymore. I forgot to mention last time. All of my friends from the skate park came with me to the hospital on the first day, and 2 of my skater friends visited me every single day to check up on me and still come to my house and hang out with me. When I broke up with Liam and told them what happened between us, one of them said, "I'd be glad to teach him a lesson." I'm so glad that my friends are so supportive during this time, and I don't know why, but it makes me just sad that my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, couldn't even be a little concerned and that all he cared about was his stupid ego. Like, okay, he could have come and said, "I told you so," and bragged about being right but took care of me at the same time. At least he would have shown some concern. Most of my friends at the skate park are boys around my age, and they all love having a skater chick there. They're always stoked when I accomplish something new and skate great. Some comments mentioned something about the possibility of tampering, and my friends thought the same thing because I was too good of a skater to fail so terribly on my first attempt, but they didn't find anything yet. I do wear helmets and pads most of the time, but that day I was, you could say, overconfident and I didn't wear any helmet, which resulted in a grade 3 concussion and 13 stitches. I had difficulties in speaking and some memory loss. I still have massive headaches and I'm greatly fatigued along with other problems. The doctor had to take away my phone 5 days ago until I was safe enough to be sent home. The doctor said that if I take good care of myself and heed his instructions, then I can be good as new and ready to get back on my board within 4 months. My mother and brother scolded me for not wearing a helmet and said that I knew better. From now on, I'm always going to wear a helmet. Now for the final comments. Comment 1. You did the right thing. The fact that he didn't show remorse means he probably didn't care about you all that much. He was just looking to control you. Like, is he your teacher? LOL. Why would you need him to teach you? Then the original poster responded with, like, partners are supposed to be partners, not parents. Comment 2. Breaking up with him was the right thing, and I'm so glad you're doing what is best for you. This guy sounds like a nightmare. I hope you get better soon. Recovering from a concussion can be absolutely awful. You're so strong. Comment 3. Be proud of yourself for sticking up for yourself. It must have been difficult to do, but you're smart and strong. You deserve a partner who supports, encourages, and grows with you. Not another parent to teach you poop about anything. No one in this world is always right, especially his narcissistic ass. Can you imagine in the future with other important disagreements like finance, children, etc.? He's always going to think he is right, and there is no room for communication or much space for growth. Looks like you dodged a bullet. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.